Frog and Toad are friends.
Spring. Frog ran up the path to Toad's house. He knocked on the front door. There was no answer.
Toad, Toad, wake up, it is spring.
Black.
Toad, Toad, the sun is shining, the snow is melting. Wake up.
I'm not here.
Frog walked into the house. It was dark. All the shutters were closed.
Toad, where are you?
Go away.
Toad was lying in bed. He had pulled all the covers over his head. Frog pushed Toad out of bed. He pushed him out of the house and onto the front porch. Toad blinked in the bright sun.
Help! I can't see anything.
Don't be silly. What you see is the clear world light of April, and it means that we can begin a whole new year together. Toad, think of it. We will skin through the meadows, and run through the woods, and swim in the river. In the evening, we will sit right here on this front porch and count the stars.
You can count them, Frog. I will be too tired. I'm going back to bed.
Toad went back into the house. He got into the bed and pulled the covers over his head again.
But Toad, you will miss all the fun.
Listen, Frog. How long have I been asleep?
You have been asleep since November.
Well then, a little more sleep will not hurt me. Come back again and wake me up at about midnight. Good night, Frog.
But Toad, I will be lonely until then.
Toad did not answer. He had fallen asleep. Frog looked at Toad's calendar. The November page was still on top. Frog tore off the November page. He tore off the December page, and the January page, the February page, and the March page. He came to the April page. Frog tore off the April page too. Ran back to Toad's bed.
Toad, Toad, wake up, it is May now.
What? Can it be made so soon?
Yes, look at your calendar.
Toad looked at the calendar. The May page was on top.
What? It is May.
Toad climbed out of bed. Then he and Frog ran outside to see how the world was looking in the spring.
A lost button. Toad and Frog went for a long walk. They walked across a large meadow. They walked in the woods. They walked along the river. At dusk, they went back home to Toad's house.
Oh, Jack. Not only do my feet hurt, but I have lost one of the buttons on my jacket.
Don't worry, we will go back to all the places where we walk. We will soon find your button.
They walked back to the large meadow. They began to look for the button in the tall grass.
Here is your button.
That is not my button. That button is black. My button was white.
Toad put the black button in his pocket.
A sparrow flew down.
Excuse me, did you lose a button? I found one.
That is not my button. That button has 2 holes. My button had 4 holes.
Toad put the button with 2 holes in his pocket. They went back to the woods and looked on the dark paths.
Here is your button.
That is not my button. That button is small. My button was big.
Toad put his small button in his pocket. A raccoon came out from behind a tree.
I heard that you were looking for a button. Here is one that I just found.
That is not my button. That button is square. My button was wrong.
Toad put the square bottom in his pocket. Frog and Toad went back to the river. They looked for the bottom in the mud.
Here is your button.
That is not my button. That button is big. My button was big.
Toad put the thin bottom in his pocket. He was very angry. He jumped up and down and screamed.
The whole world is covered with buttons, and not one of them is mine.
Toad ran home and slammed the door. There, on the floor, he saw his white four-holed, big, round, thick button.
Oh, it was here all the time. What a lot of trouble I have made for Frog.
Toad took all the bottoms out of his pocket. He took his sewing box down from the shelf. Toad sewed the bottoms all over his jacket. The next day, Toad gave his jacket to Frog. Frog thought that was beautiful. He put it on and jumped for joy. None of the buttons fell off. Tom had sewed them on very well.